Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a rowdy couple in love that loves reacting to some RWBY.
We're rowdy for RWBY.
Yeah, so this is Volume 2, Episode 10 that we're going to check out right now. And if you want all of our RWBY reactions, go ahead and check out the description of this video. We got a playlist there for you, as well as a link to our Patreon. We can get early ad-free access. All right, are you ready?
I am. Like, I can't believe we're already on Episode 10. I was just looking at this and thought, wow, we're actually getting close to the end of the season, this volume.
Yeah, it's true.
There's a point where it tips, there's a point where it breaks, there's a point where it bends, and a point we just can't take anymore. There's a line that will cross and there's no return. There's a time and a place, no bridges left to burn anymore. We can't just wait with life to take until they think we're ready. Our enemies are gathering, our storm is blowing down. Now it's time to say goodbye.
Trouble sleeping?
Arm was acting up.
Of course. So logically, you got out of bed, dressed yourself completely, and decided to gaze menacingly out into the distance. What's wrong?
I've trusted him for years. We both have. I can't help but feel like he's keeping us in the dark.
Don't be ridiculous. You know very well that we are not the ones in the dark.
That makes it worse. I refuse to believe that a man I've trusted for so long would act so passively.
You're a good person, James. You've always done what you think is best for the people, even against strong protest. It's admirable. But it's high time you stopped talking about trust and started showing it. Ozpin has experience that the rest of us lack, and I think that's something worth remembering.
Sniper.
Blake, are you awake?
Yeah.
Why do you think he asked us about being a huntress? Like, what was he trying to say?
Maybe he was just curious.
You think?
Let's make sure you're doing it for the right reasons.
Weiss, are you awake?
Of course I'm awake. You two are talking. And I think when I said I wanted to honor my family's name, I meant it. But it's not what you think. I'm not stupid. I'm fully aware of what my father has done with the Schnee Dust Company. Since he took control, our business has operated in a moral gray area.
That's putting it lightly.
Which is why I feel the need to make things right. If I had taken a job in Atlas, it wouldn't have changed anything. My father was not the start of our name, and I refuse to let him be the end of it.
Good for you.
All my life, I fought for what I thought was right. I had a partner named Adam. More of a mentor, actually. He always assured me that what we were doing would make the world a better place. But of course, his idea of a perfect future turned out to be not perfect for everyone. I joined the academy because I knew huntsmen and huntresses were regarded as the most noble warriors in the world, always fighting for good. But I never really thought past that. When I leave the academy, what will How can I undo so many years of hate?
I'm sure you'll figure it out. You're not one to back down from a challenge, Blake.
But I am. I do it all the time. When you learned I was a faunus, I didn't know what to do, so I ran. When I realized my oldest partner had become a monster, I ran. Even my semblance. I was born with the ability to leave behind a shadow of myself. An empty copy that takes the hit while I run away.
At least you two have something that drives you. I've just kind of always gone with the flow, you know? And that's fine. I mean, that's who I am. But how long can I really do that for? I want to be a huntress, not really because I want to be a hero, but because I want the adventure. I want a life where I won't know what tomorrow will bring, and that'll be a good thing. Being a huntress just happens to line up with that. I'm not like Ruby. She's always wanted to be a huntress. It's like she said, ever since she was a kid, she dreamt about being the heroes in the books, helping people and saving the day, and never asking for anything else in return. Even when she couldn't fight, she knew that's what she wanted to do. That's why she trained so hard to get where she is today.
Well, she's still just a kid.
She's only 2 years younger. We're all kids.
Well, not anymore. I mean, look where we are. In the middle of a war zone and armed to the teeth.
It's the life we chose.
It's a job. We all had this romanticized vision of being a huntress in our heads. But at the end of the day, it's a job to protect the people. And whatever we want will have to come second.
Ah, they're learning.
And from each other.
Yeah, by talking things out. Corgi butt.
Zwei, it's late. Go back to bed. Zwei!
Go get your puppy.
Zwei, where are you?
There's Grandma out there.
Zwei!
Get him up.
Zwei, this is a wasteland. You literally could have done that anywhere.
But he's a good boy.
Good puppy.
Yeah, he goes outside.
What was what? I thought I heard a beowulf or something. Let's just finish our patrol and get back to base. This place gives me the creeps.
Uh-oh. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
Oh, no. What are you doing?
That's why he's well trained.
Yeah.
Did they go in yet? One bark means yes. Oh, this is it! This is it! Oh man! Come on, we gotta get the others. Huh?
Uh-oh. Toss her weapon down! Or go get the others.
I'm sure he'll go get the others. Oh, it's a whole underground city.
Yeah.
Freeze! Where does
On
she
London.
come from? You're a long way from home, little girl.
Hey, hands off!
Oh.
The boss is gonna want to see this one.
Hey, Weiss. It's your... Ruby? Hey, where's Ruby?
What?
Zwei?
What's going on?
Grab your weapons. Your leader may be in trouble.
Yeah, I'd say she's definitely in trouble.
Trying to blow us to the moon? Hey, boss!
let me tell you, I have had a day.
It's a little girl?
Uh-oh.
That would be bad.
Ruby's scythe.
Oh no. Do you think she fell?
Well,
Down there.
oh my. Of course.
Oh my, he's right.
Of course,
Yep.
of course, of course!
What is it?
How could I be so stupid?
Dr. Oobleck, what's wrong?
Mountain Glen! Yes, an expansion of Vale that was inevitably destroyed by creatures of Grimm, previously home to thousands of people, working people commuting to the city, the main city, developed a subway system to the inner city. Grimm's attacks increase, population in danger, now desperately searching for shelter. City evacuates into metro tunnels, and what do they find? The southeast quadrant of Vale is known for wild forests and deep caves.
Doc, what are you saying?
My dear, we're not just looking for an underground crime network. We're looking for an underground crime network.
Dude, lay off the caffeine.
Working in caves?
No, Mountain Glen was Vale's first serious attempt at expansion. It worked for a short period of time, thanks to an aggressive perimeter defense and unique transportation. The city developed an elaborate subway system to carry citizens safely from the new territory into the main kingdom. Sadly, without the many natural barriers Vale had to protect its borders, Mountain Glen was doomed from the start. As the end drew near, the citizens of the territory made one last attempt at survival. They took up shelter beneath the city, in massive caves that they had cleared out for the subway, and they had cut themselves off from the surface.
An underground village?
In a matter of speaking, yes. A safe haven. Until an explosion opened the mouth of another cavern, filled with subterranean Grimm. After that, the kingdom officially sealed off the tunnels, creating the world's largest tomb. If Ruby is down there,
Nice.
we must find her.
What can his weapon do, I wonder?
I don't know. It made me think of like the Inspector Gadget thing though. Like it's like
Oh, yeah.
like a little helicopter and a gun,
I
obviously.
could totally see him having like a little helicopter umbrella thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, so I also was like impressed with how fast the voice actor was able to talk and like not take a breath at all. Like
Yeah.
So big setup episode. It was nice getting that campfire talk with them.
Yeah. I like that the teacher asked them the question, but then didn't give them or even really guide the answer. He just kind of like,
Yeah.
he knew by planting the seed as to why are you doing this, that would be enough to start generating the thought. And then I like how they all kind of talked it out with each other, and it showed vulnerability from all of them.
Yep, very honest.
Especially Blake, who so often seems to have no vulnerabilities, who seems super confident and capable and just like
Meet Yang.
Yang, sorry, that's what I meant. Yes, Yang, who just always seems so confident and capable that, you know, she's kind of effortlessly super heroic.
Mm-hmm.
And so for there to be a chink in that, and sort of like in that armor, was refreshing. It makes her more human.
If you grow up and everything's sort of like effortless to you, you really don't have to like, I don't know, I don't say like necessarily strive for anything or like really put in the work. I mean, like Ruby knew what she wanted to do and she was like focused on it. She kind of like knew, I guess, recognized her strengths early on, like what she was going to be good at and what she could, you know, bring to the table as for being a hero. Whereas Yang was probably just good at everything. So if you're just good at everything, like, I mean, I don't know. It's hard. I think it's harder to like narrow down a focus and being like, okay, well, this is what I'm really good at, so this is what I'm going to go for.
Well, and there's less pressure to choose too, because like if you're always good at everything, then you can do anything. So why have to choose?
Yeah, I think that's it. Like, yeah, I mean, with so many options, it's tough.
Yeah.
I like Blake opening up though too, because I mean, like you said, Yang's always so confident, and Blake is always sort of like shut off, and recognizing the fact that she like, you know, runs away, and it's tough when you like, you know your flaw or something that you are just hard on yourself about, but yet like you can't avoid doing it. And like, I mean, yeah, I can relate to that.
The first step in overcoming a fear really is to recognize that you have the fear.
Yeah.
And figure out why. And I think it was really insightful of Blake to recognize it in herself, have the strength of character to share it with her friends. Even just that action of putting to words how it makes her feel, how like not proud of this aspect of herself that she is.
Yeah.
Like all of those things help you get the strength that you might need to overcome that fear or that sort of like flaw or hiccup, whatever you want to call it. And especially with everything back and forth between her and Blake, or her and Weiss, it was really nice to hear Weiss and Blake both open up in moments of vulnerability. We've seen some of that between the two of them before, but it's kind of nice to see on an ongoing basis because they have this good relationship, but it so quickly can turn contentious sometimes that maintaining that openness with each other is what's key to making their friendship work.
And Weiss with the family legacy. She's kind of like the opposite of Jean. Jean comes from this, like, you know, very prestigious family and everything like that with such a great name. And so he feels so much to live up to, but like, he's got to like carve his own path. And then Weiss is like kind of the opposite. Like, she knows that her family is, I mean, it's like in high regard, but, you know, people know, like, whisper behind her back, like, about the shady things that her dad does. But I liked her line about how the fact that, you know, she wasn't going to let her dad's last name, like, define her legacy and their last name. So
I also like the fact that, I mean, when we first meet Weiss, she is so what we would judgmentally assume like a trust fund baby is. For that to kind of be what she exudes in the first few episodes, and to really be kind of dislikable at first.
yeah.
It's nice to see this arc that we have with her now, that like she is able to recognize she comes from privilege, but while her surface sort of like pseudo confidence exudes total perfection and heiress to a fortune and all those things, the underlying reality is that she's actually a good enough person and has a good enough character to recognize that what she comes from, while it has been, of course, beneficial to her in a lot of regards, has also come with this sort of like, I don't know, curse seems not the right word, but like it does come with this negative side. And
Burden.
I think burden. There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I think rather than kind of ignoring that element of who she is and her family and her background, or trying to be sort of defiant about it. Like, you know, you sometimes will see privileged, pampered people have this sort of like temper tantrum kind of personality. She owns it. She's done what I think a lot of people from all kinds of backgrounds fail to do, which is to pretty accurately assess herself and her background and what it does and does not do for her, and kind of what her responsibility is based on the person that she is and who she wants to be, to make that right. Make it for the betterment of the world in some capacity.
Y'all let us know what you thought about this episode down below in the comments. And if you want all of our RWBY reactions, check out the description of this video. We got playlists there for you, as well as a link to our Patreon. We can get early ad-free access to our RWBY reactions. We're finishing up, you know, you can get all the rest of our season 2 reactions plus World of Revenant on Patreon right now. Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for RWBY Volume 2, Episode 10. But just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.